You're in South Korea and looking for ways to beat the heat this weekend? Then how about a 2023 Incheon Pentaport Rock Festival? Now, it's South Korea's original rock festival with a grand lineup of artists. For more, we're joined by Mr. Sean Beck this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, hello.
So you took part in the 2022 edition last year as an interpreter. Now, what was your experience like?
Yes, I worked as a stage interpreter at the Incheon Pentaport Rock Festival last year, and it was actually a very different atmosphere. I've worked as like a translator for concerts and other festivals like jazz festivals, but I mean, because it's a rock festival, it was like a totally different energy. And people were not just there to have like a good time, but they were really aggressively, trying to have a good time. So it was a very different experience, and I really enjoyed working there.
Sure, I hope that you did have some time to enjoy the festival yourself as well.
Actually, I was on stage, so I didn't get to like listen to music and see the performance, but on the other side, I get to see the crowd. I get to see the reaction from the crowd and how good of a time they're having. So yeah, I guess it was kind of like a different enjoyment, but yeah, definitely I had a good time.
That's good. Now, for our viewers who are not too familiar with this particular rock festival, what exactly is the Incheon Pentaport Rock Festival? Give us some background of the festival.
So Incheon Pentaport Rock Festival is the biggest rock festival in South Korea, and it started in the year 2006 and has continued since. And as the name implies, it's held in Incheon, and specifically at Songdo Moonlight Festival Park. Which is like the park is designed for festivals. And actually, the Pentaport word the Pentaport stands for 5 ports in Incheon, and one is Incheon International Airport and Incheon Harbor, and Information Port. I guess it's Information Hub, and Leisure Port and Business Port. And this year, it will be held from today, August 4th, to this Sunday, August 6th.
Sure. Now, what about the local and international acts that took place last year and I'm sure you were busy, pretty occupied last year, but who did you meet? Who did you find most enjoyable to watch? And what's this year's lineup, and which artists are you looking forward to the most in particular?
There were a few stage interpreters alongside with me, and we get to be on like one person on other stage and this person on that stage. So on my stage, I got to translate for the Vampire Weekend. Before actually last year, I actually didn't know much about the Vampire Weekend, but after meeting the production crew and watching the performance, I was really surprised. Not because the performance was just like great, but because how the production crew, they worked and they were really committed to their crafts, their stage designs and lightings and sound engineering. And I was really surprised how like of a high quality and a high standard they had. So it was really interesting to watch, not only like, the good side of this job is you get to see what's around. So it was really great to see the Vampire Weekend. And for this year, there are going to be a lot of Japanese bands like the LA Garden and Kyorinji are going to perform. And also the Strokes are coming to Korea in 17 years. So I guess a lot of Korean rock band fans are looking forward to that. And like local, Korean bands like Kim Changwon Band, 새소년, and the Black Skirt 검정치마 will be there too. So be excited.
Right, and this year it's actually going to be headlined by the Strokes, so I'm sure a lot of fans are looking forward to that as well.
Definitely.
Now, I'm sure you're really familiar with this. It's been so hot here in the country. Now, do you have any tips to share on how to enjoy a rock festival under the blistering heat safely?
Well, obviously, first of all, please stay hydrated. I saw in the Pentaport Rock Festival website that each person can bring up 5 bottles of water. So please bring water. And also at the festival, there are going to be medical booths and also cool zone, which is, I'm not sure, but like areas supplied with air conditioners and also sun shelters. So be sure and make sure to know where those places are, and whenever you need a break, please go there, and yeah, enjoy your time at the festival.
Indeed, staying hydrated is the most crucial thought to be keeping in mind. All right, Sean, thanks so much for joining us this morning. You have a good weekend.
Thank you. You have a good weekend too.